Here's part two of the storage idea for the hardtop. I went ahead and completed it. Last time we left off, we measured the boards, put the eye bolts in them, and then now what we've done was we actually put it up on the ceiling. And how I did that was I ran into a couple of problems. The supports for the hoister system, it's this board there and then that board there, and what happened was it comes with these pigtail screws or eye screws. They're just kind of like a pigtail, and these pulleys right there go over them so that it can run the cord. And this board here was supposed to support my chain. And what happened was, if I did the spacing right, it ended up being a little funky. It's a little off center, but I did make the platform large enough to accommodate that. And I'll show you once I get back off the ladder, but I just wanted to show you how we did this here. The bolts are bolted through, drilled, measured, the same width. This is the most important part, is the same width as the platform. And that's what caused this issue of being a little bit off center. But like I said, the platform is large enough, it shouldn't really matter. And then what I did was I just lag bolted this support that holds the weight into the two boards that you already used for the hoist system. And I also went ahead and installed another 2x4 across, and that's just gonna give me 3 points of support. And these are just 5/16 by 3.5 leg screws or leg bolts. You will need to have a ratchet to put these in. To put these in, what you do is you just drill through the board with the width a little bit smaller than the screw. Ideally, what's happening is, if you look here, you're not using this board to support the weight. It's actually this board. So it doesn't really matter if the screw really holds on. I mean, you can get it, you can if you want, but that's not what's holding this board. It's actually what goes in here. So you can drill a little hole here so you can get a little bit more of an easier screw length to go in until you hit this board, and then you have to really ratchet it down. I did all this manually. And overall, it took about 3 hours to build the platform itself, and then another probably 3 hours to go ahead and figure this. So it's about a 6-hour project, only because Murphy's Law entails. I broke a leg bolt, it sheared off. I had to go back and get another one. Stupid stuff like that. And then the chain here, this is just a regular chain that you can find anywhere, at any hardware store, and possibly even a pet store. It's 100, I want to say it's a 160-pound chain, and then it's just attached to each eye bolt with a snap hook here. Rated also for, I believe these are actually 200 pounders, but 115 kilograms, whatever that translates into. And I just had 4. Originally, I wanted to do 3, and I may still end up doing 3. But if you can see, what happened is when I drilled the hole for the 3rd eye bolt, I started to notice that there was no way I was going to be able to get away with that with putting a leg bolt here. So I had to get rid of it. And what I may end up doing is to add the 3rd chain, I'll either have to go off to the left or right and then drop it down, and then correcting left or right to even it out. So far it's working pretty good. And I'll show you the off center here. So if you think about each chain, it's 150 pounds. So you're looking at about a 400-pound weight load, which is more than enough to get the hardtop up there with some other stuff. And there's the overall picture. And you can see, if I just go to the left, you can see the error I did. What you really say error, just Murphy's Law. This pulley is off onto the right side a little bit, and this pulley here is off the platform completely. But like I said, it doesn't really matter for me because this platform's so large. Once I get that hardtop up there, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So for a base on this, I'm going to end up getting a foam insulation board. It's a very dense polyurethane, like a styrofoam material that they use for insulating walls. And it comes in a big sheet for $15. And I'm just going to liquid nail it onto here, and the hardtop will sit right on there. So basically what you do is you just attach the hardtop to the hoist it on up, unsnap these chains, lower the platform down, raise the hardtop, raise the platform, and then lower the hardtop onto the platform, and then you're all done. And that saves you from the keeping the hardtop suspended and hitting that weather stripping on by the doors and the back window. So that's it. 69 cents per foot for the chain. $1.19 for each snap hook. So pretty good deal. There you have it.